Testing, testing. Okay, you can hear me. Again, you can
Yes.
see me.
Good to go.
As
Yes,
well
we
as
can hear
hopefully
you.
you can see my slide, right?
Yep.
Then share my slide on the screen. A very good afternoon to you all, right? Thank you, Mr. Tan, again. So my topic for today is IoT in manufacturing transformation. I'm G5. I'm an associate professor from the Department of Mechatronics and Biomedical Engineering, Lee Kong Chian Faculty of Engineering Science, University Tunku Abdul Rahman. Okay. Just now, Mr. Tan have introduced me a bit about my background, my academic background. Now, I'd like to introduce you about my industry background. Currently, I'm the digital transformation consultant or advisor to the Malaysia Productivity Corporation, MPC, one of the agency under the Ministry of International Trade and Industry, MITI. Okay. And I also a technical expert for the ISO IEC Smart Manufacturing Standard Manufacturing under the ASEAN Engineering Register. Right? And then as a consultant, former consultant for UNESCO, member of Big Data and Air Working Group under the World Federation of Engineering Organization, as well as a permanent member of the Technical Committee on Smart Manufacturing under the Department of Standard Malaysia, MITI. Okay, this is my industry background. So I'm pretty much involved in the smart manufacturing in Malaysia, locally, regionally, ASEAN, as well as international. Okay, so you and I now, I assume that most of you are at home, right? So if you are the working people, I think you are work from home. Some of you as a student, maybe you're studying from home. Some of you maybe you're waiting for you already get your result. Now you're applying some program in somewhere locally, internationally as well. So as you see from the slide, mask is a very important now, essential for us nowadays. When you go out, you have to wear mask. If not, you're getting the summon, right? Very important. So nowadays, because of pandemic, okay, by the World Economic Forum defined that there's no returning to normal after the COVID-19. This COVID-19, right, pandemic since last year that happened in Malaysia, right, already become a big crisis for Malaysia and globally. So even now we are under the MCO, FMCO, or so-called MCO 3.0. Those for students now, every student, right, no matter you're from primary school, secondary, up to the high school, higher learning, right, you all study from home. For adult, right, if you not fall under the essential industry, you only can do work from home, just work from home. You're not allowed. Even the government allowed the company to operate, but only 60% of capacity allowed to operate. That's the worst part. Even though you know, okay, control the pandemic is the right way, but from other side, right, it's a big impact for the national economy, right? So this is why we are new normal, everything. Even though Prime Minister already announced that we are going to open up the market, right? Open up the industry phase by phase until the end of the year as well. So of course, I think there is a new normal. So COVID-19, the pandemic itself, for industry is a catalyst for the Malaysia's industry 4.0. It's because the lockdown. Okay, it's because the government not allowed the full operation of the company, okay, of certain company, for especially non-essential. Even for non-essential, they cannot full capacity to operate. It's a big impact. That's why the industry become a worry. They are facing crisis now, so that they have to rethink. Hey, how are we going to solve the problem now? Okay, take this crisis as an opportunity. That's why they're looking at the industry 4.0, okay, or fourth industrial revolution. For Malaysia, okay, the pandemic itself has proven that the digitalization and automation is a necessity to ensure the business sustainability. For now, MCO 3.0, as you know, beside the manufacturing industry, beside the essential industry, one of the industry that can full operate is e-commerce industry, online retail, online business. If you are for IT retail, but your retail not physical shop, if your retail based on the online platform like Lazada, Shopee, or your own one, you can operate. That's why this kind of digitalization is very important for many companies, especially the micro, small, medium company in Malaysia. Even though the government not allow the company to operate, but they still can do a business online. They can still sell the product online, and through the logistic company like J&T, Postaju, and etc., they still can deliver the product to the customer. As well as they're looking at the automation. Automation is an automated process, not only from the software perspective, also from the physical hardware perspective as well. Yeah, it means some of the operation they try to reduce the dependency on human, reduce the dependency on the foreign worker. Yeah, and try to solve the problem due to the lockdown and due to the restriction on full 100% operation. It becomes something that in the especially entrepreneur mind, industry mindset now. And then the COVID-19 crisis of 2020 last year is shaping the new generation of the manufacturers. Yes, it really changed over the entire market. Yeah, the traditional manufacturers, they have to rethink, hey, how they're going to transform themselves that can suit into the what is happening nowadays. Okay, and then this group of new generation of manufacturers, they try to look into the opportunity arising from the low touch economy. Okay, we cannot hurt each other. If you do know me, friends as well, we try not to hurt each other. We try to maintain the social distancing. This is what happened now, right? Low touch economy. Okay, through the certain software, hardware, try to do something continuous business as well. Okay, and the new economic opportunities include the reorientation of supply chain. This one is a very crucial. It's because of lockdown, some countries not able to supply product A to B. Okay, and then not I unable to provide something from overseas. It become a crisis because I cannot make the product because of A, B, and C and D. This is that's why the many countries like European, EU, US, Japan, they try to rethink the kind of supply chain, how to make their supply chain become resilient, okay, to face any crisis again. And higher demand for medical product, I think you know, like Malaysia, very lucky we have the medical glove industry in Malaysia. They were able to expand a lot due to the pandemic, as well as the opportunity like the greater reliance on technology. How to use the technology, the software, hardware to enable the high consumption of the digital services as well. Even though lockdown, no way, the companies still can sustain, still can do business. So the trend in globalized world now is a more faster pace, now even faster. Okay, we talk about the online business, internet business, get automation here and there. We are moving very fast. You look at ourselves, the smartphone itself, the model itself is changing over time very fast. Yeah, and then the portals, because of the internet, the internet is very convenient now, especially in Malaysia. Even though Malaysia not up to the that is similar to the European or US, but at least we have a good infrastructure of internet. Okay, and give a lot of opportunity for many of us, not only doing business in Malaysia as well as internationally, cross-border. Okay, as well as convergence. Nowadays, people looking at convergence of different technology, different method, different people. Okay, this is how we look at nowadays. Last time you look at a single thing, focus A, B, C. But now we look at A plus B plus C plus D, and is what happened now. Convergence, as well as the personalization and the individualization. Because you and I is very well exposed to what? Internet. When we have a good internet connectivity, smartphone every day on our hand, right? So we are very informative. Okay? We are very aware of everything in the world, what happened in the world. That's why we want to have, I want something that can suit to my need. That's why personalization individualization is a focus by most of the businessmen that cater to look into the need, the special need by the certain group of the consumer, as well as a more informed and high expectation, seamless mobility and seamless relationship. Like now, you and I, virtual, no worry, you're at home, no worry, we can go through internet. Zoom platform, okay, we can having a lot of information through the Zoom platform. I can share with you what I know from industry through the Zoom platform, virtual platform, okay. And then cost effectiveness, how to reduce the cost, how to make the cost effectiveness so that the company itself, right, they can have a margin, margin. We look at the profit, right? Profit margin must be there. So look at how to reduce the cost. Then knowledge in power, yes. Knowledge in power, you get a lot of information, but how well you manage your knowledge, how well you synthesize your knowledge is a know-how. Okay, not easy, right? So the Robert Shiller, the Nobel laureate, economic, right? Also, Shiller say that you cannot wait until the house burns out to buy fire insurance on it. We cannot wait until there are massive dislocation in our society to prepare for the fourth industrial revolution. So we must prepare for it, right? We cannot wait until come, then we start. It's a bit late now. No worry. Everything you must start from somewhere. The first step, you must step on your first step, then continuity must be there. But of course, the mindset is very important. This mindset, the right mindset is very important. So just this one I want to briefly for you to understand what's the industry 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, if you know about it, I think it's just repeat. Okay, just to briefly to explain on this, industry 1.0 is just defined by the European, right? It's about the how mechanization based on the steam power, water power, and then the wind power, okay, to do something. Industry 2.0 is about the mass production because the human already invented the electric. Then the human also invented the motor, electric motor. So the industry using the motor, right, the electric motor, and then the electric power to make a conveyor. Then to make the process flow. The industry 3.0 is due to the what? The computer, the invention of computer. During the World War II, the US created a computer, very native computer, okay, based on the power of the gadget, right? Because they want to decode the secret code from the Nazi. That's why they invented the computer at that time to decode. But over the year, it became a microcontroller, a computer itself. Then the industry applied this. Computer can be used in the industry to make the process better, faster, and more reliable, and then the higher productivity as well. That's why industry 3.0 talk about the automation, and then the usage of the PLC, microcontroller, industry PC in the process. So industry 4.0 is because of the internet. Okay, the common internet become very common. That's why computer we think, hey, I have a computer. Now we have internet. Hey, why not internet and computer combined? Okay, that's why you can see the term, right? Cyber physical system. Cyber is internet, virtual. Physical is something we can touch, we can see, like the sensor, actuator, machine, controller, etc. And then today we're talking about Internet of Things, and then also talk about network. Network is not new. Network already happening in Industry 3.0, but now they're even making it right higher adoption of network, higher demand of the advanced network system in the market. So Malaysia is fall under Industry 2 and Industry 3. Some you can see that, hey, if you have a friend or relative with a factory, you can go there have a look. Yes, some industry they use a machine with a motor connected to do something. This one I call semi-automation, semi-auto. Okay, some industry like E&E industry, electrical electronic industry, they use a lot of PLC, IPC in their process. This is industry 3.0. But overall, the government of Malaysia wanted the entire industry going for the industry 4.0 because this is a higher value of the supply chain in global, right? So what we want for Malaysia, actually Malaysia now for the general industry is between 2 to 3, so roughly 2.5. It's like that. It's a generally for Malaysia, but majority of the SME, MSME, they fall under industry 2.0. For NMC, most of MNC roughly up to the industry 3.0 level. Okay, so hopefully now because of the pandemic and the policy by government of Malaysia, they're pushing the industry towards industry 4.0, right? So this one to show you that you see the company like Amazon, Uber, Google, Facebook. It's a soft industry. It's based on the internet business. Okay, what's the most valuable resource now? It's no longer the oil. Is what? But the data, the information, the data. Just like you have a smartphone, you have a lot of apps in your handphone, and then of course we prefer to install the free app. When you install free app, of course they need you to register or they need you to review a lot of data, right? That's why this data is very important for the company to understand the consumer behavior. Okay, so you need to be careful to read through the term and condition before you install the free apps. So in the industry, right, we know about most of the company, they know about the visible pain. Okay, based on and as well they also have hidden pain. Okay, visible pain, you know, oh, I know this is what this is a problem now, that's the issue now. But the most crucial for the more critical for the industry is a hidden pain. How they're going to very accurately to understand the hidden pain like the beverage industry, the productivity, the scrap, the downtime, the safety, rework labor, quality issues. Because this kind of pain point is not generating money as well. Okay, it's a loss. That's why the industry thinking, hey, how are we going to really understand, capture this kind of information? That's why hidden pain is what the industry is looking at. The data, this is the data from the hidden pain. So for the entire industry, okay, we are looking at what? Whatever we try our best to dive in, to climb out, to whatever method to zoom in. Okay, the pain point is what the industry looking at. Without the pain point, the company will never improve itself. Just like us, we must know ourselves. What's our weakness? Then we try our best, do something to improve, to reduce our pain point, our weakness. Okay, this is what industry looking at. So for Malaysia government in 2018, okay, October 31st, launched national policy on industry 4.0. Okay, 2 years before the pandemic, very luckily. Or short form we call industry forward. Okay, it's a national policy for the Malaysian industry, okay, towards the industry 4.0. In this, just as a short, right, in this national policy on industry 4.0, the government of Malaysia under the Ministry of International Trade and Industry, MITI, okay, they have 11 so-called enable technologies. So you can look at the slide. It's 11, but today I focus on Internet of Things, IoT, okay, Internet of Things, beside others. But for your information, the World Economic Forum, when they define the so-called the pillar of Industry 4.0 is they have about 9 pillars. For Malaysia, we have 11 technology with so-called technology enabler. The extra one, like we have a system integration, and then sorry, two extra is as well as advanced material. Okay, so Internet of Things, or short form IoT. Okay, actually for the manufacturing industry, there are another term we call industrial Internet of Things. That's a different. IoT is a general one. Okay, just for your information, it's very simple to understand what's Internet of Things. It means that you can look at the slide here. A lot of gadgets, household, home appliances, personal gadget, whatever thing you can name it, right? So Internet of Things is that make the product with the internet capability. That's the Internet of Things. Okay. Why Internet of Things? Because let's say for car, traditionally car by itself, right? Just a product, and you can drive, but this car you never know what's the problem until maybe you hear some sound here and there. Maybe the drive is not smooth. And then you drive your car to the workshop, and then the foreman, the technician will check your car and find out the issue. Okay. But nowadays, if you know about the very well-known EV, right, electric vehicle like Tesla. Tesla itself is a Internet of Things with Internet of Things capability. The car itself can send the data to the technical center, maybe Tesla Technology Center, and then from there they're using a big data. They can diagnose the car, real time. Just like ourselves, we see, are we a Internet of Things? Are we an Internet of Things? Yes, we always carry our handphone, right? Even though this device is not inside our body. Okay, in general, we carry the smartphone everywhere, anytime. You know what I mean, like everywhere, every time, right? Anytime, right? That's why we always keep ourselves updated. And because most of the person, when we're using a smartphone, we will enable what? GPS. We will enable the nowadays I think very common now, the network, the 4G. Last time 3G, now 4G, very convenient, very fast transmission, and then the GPS as well. That's why if you're a Google user, right, and then of course it can trace you. It can trace where are we. It can trace which of the location that we like to go. Of course, this information maybe for us, but from a Google company point of view, they can capture a lot of information about the Malaysian. Maybe a group of young Malaysian girl between maybe 20 to 25 years old. What's their preference? They prefer what? From the information that they capture, they can strategize for what? Business. They know what you like. They create a product cater for you to pay for it. Okay? This is a consumer point of view, retail industry, online business, e-commerce. And for the industry, why we want to know a lot of data? Because the information for us to do what? To understand the issue, and then direct to the issue, and direct to use the right solution for that issue. Okay, in general, that's why I can see. But Internet of Things itself, not only the product itself linked with somewhere, but it's also the linkage. Talking about the link between the product to product. Okay, you can see this kind of cartoon, right? Yeah, Internet of Things is linked with each other here and there. That's why you can see a lot of information that available in the market. Yeah, for us as an industry, why the Internet of Things is very important? Because it captures a lot of information for the company to strategize their next step, especially now. Okay, if you depend on the human, can you trust? Okay, can you trust? That's why IoT? Because more data means better decision. Not because of I think, you think, I assume, he or she assume. No more. Okay, even as I mentioned, if you depend to someone to give your data, so you must ask, how valid of that data? You can say, yeah, data can be modified, ma. Of course, human can be modified, ma. It can make the data very pretty. Look, yeah. At last, if you are the one who based on that data to do something, to do planning, how the data may mislead you to somewhere, okay, not direct to the issue, to problem. Okay, secondly, okay, the IoT able to track and monitor things just like a product itself. Okay, just like ourselves, right? When you order something from the online platform, e-commerce platform like Lazada, Shopee, Taobao, Tmall, etc., you name it, Amazon as well. When you order, there's something you can see that back end will automatically generate the invoice here and there, because you also use fintech to pay for it, online banking to pay for it, credit card, debit card, online bank transfer. If from there the order have been made, then what you do? You trace your order. Hey, you always ask, hey, when my parcel arrive? That's why last year, for many people, what they like to see in front of their house is what? Hey, of course, JMT van, Minjiao van, what else? Post la, Jua, name it, everything like that, right? It's trace. Even for us, we can trace the parcel from which center to center, which hub to hub. Yeah, we can trace. So we prepare. Yeah, we know. Okay, 2 more days I will get my parcel. Same as for manufacturing industry, they also look at this. They want to know, hey, my raw material come in, yeah, point A until 100 point in the shop floor. Hey, I want to know where is my product. Yeah, where this product go, raw material go. Okay, even after I finish that product, I will store somewhere, and then I have a big warehouse. I need to trace. Hey, where is my product? Okay, can I trace or not? That's why one of the very good location for you to understand this, it can be where? If you are in KL, Selangor, you can go to a shop called Decathlon, right? A shop that's selling the sport equipment. Why I say that? Why I refer to Decathlon? Not because I want to promote Decathlon. Your Decathlon, they have a very good system. Yeah, they are using the RFID, we call radio frequency identification. We call RFID tag. RFID tag available for most of their, I think not 100% of the product with the RFID tag. RFID tag is one of the technology that available in the industry now, in the market now, for the owner to trace the product. Okay, let's say you take your clothes to the cashier. The cashier no more to using the barcode scanner. It just put it somewhere to scan. Because every RFID with a very unique ID, they will not mix up together. But for barcode, it's the same. One product, all the same. 100 pieces of product, all the barcode is the same. But RFID is different. Okay, you can go to the to have a look. Thirdly, is to lighten the workload with automation, because it's a automate generate the data, the invoice, the PO, etc. will lighten the workload and let the people go for the higher value job, and then increase efficiency by saving money and resources. That's why we can trace, we can know, we can increase a lot of efficiency in the shop floor. That's why it save a lot of money, cost effective. That's why cost effective is very important. And lastly, is a better quality of life. Okay, we focus on the more higher value job rather than the repetitive job. It wastes a lot of time. This one is to show you about the manufacturing transformation overview. Okay, I just talked very brief, very easy to understand. At the lowest level, at the triangle, you can see that it's about the device level. Of course, most of the just like a handphone itself, is a device, right? In our handphone, a lot of sensor like gyro sensor, like a GPS sensor, light sensor, etc., etc. This is an automation control level. So in this level is where the intelligent equipment with to reduce the failure and downtime as well here. The second level is a control level. Control level with a PLC, programmable logic controller, industry, personal computer, memory side, etc. Is where the production optimization and reduce the process cost. Next level is a software, MES called as a refrigerant execution system level. Okay, let's look at the cross-plant performance coordination to trace where is the material, yeah, to link with the highest level like ERP enterprise resource planning. It is where the responsive and dynamic cross-industry value network. The highest level is business intelligence. Business enhancement means that I know a lot of information, the right information about my company, my shop floor, my customer, my supplier. Then what I can do, I can strategize my business. Yeah, very well. I know the direction of my business. Yeah, just like Confucius says that you know better for something, you can better strategize for something to prevent the failure in the future. Right? This is a revenue transformation overview. So this one to show you some of the example. Yeah, the ecosystem. This one for the smart machinery industry. Yeah, it means the machine itself. Let's say this one focus on the food industry. The machine itself with the smart technology like robotics, industrial IoT, big data, cyber physical system, smart sensor. Okay, enable the machine itself become smart because this machine able to give me a lot of information to somewhere, and then we're using the so-called artificial intelligence to diagnose, to understand the behavior. From that, we feedback to do something, self-respond here and there. Okay, of course, this one will contribute to the entire process we call, namely the smart manufacturing. Right? Of course, this is only a part, but at ultimate goal, we're dealing with a different perspective, not only the company itself, but looking at the supplier, the customer. Okay, for total solution. This is what we are looking at for the entire system. So this is another level. Yeah, just to understand. Let me start with the lower part. You can see like every product itself, logistics. You can see the right hand side is a truck, trailer, the ship, van, whatever you need it. The robot arm, the parcel itself. Of course, the second level is communication level layer. Wi-Fi, I think you're very familiar. Smartphone with Wi-Fi. Bluetooth, yes, smartphone with Bluetooth. And we have 4G LTE now, going to 5G soon, nowhere. And then we have RFID, ZigBee. This one is a communication protocol. This one looking at not only the hardwire, but we're looking at the wireless communication, right? Because we know that a lot of wire is a headache really. That's why I try to reduce everything, move to the wireless. Okay, try to move to not 100%. So the middleware level, you can see that with our software, hardware together, resource management, data management. This is where the software engineering locate. And then the highest level is the application management level. You can see with data analytics, big data, water life cycle management, quality management system, and etc. As well as the last thing, the right side is a warehouse management system. It's a very comprehensive and very complicated system. Okay, that's why nowadays the industry, especially MSME, they're looking at how they're going to transform. It's not easy. Actually, frankly speaking, not easy. That's why the industry needs to really sit down to strategize and conduct doing the planning for the route mapping for the company to transform phase to phase, stage by stage. If not, it's very tough for now, especially as you know, everything moving very fast. The crisis like now happening without any notice, right? We treat this as nothing, right? But and lastly, you can see that it become a very serious case because of the involved human human fertility, right? That's why we have to industry themselves. We have to think, hey, how to go to solve the problem? Many industries starting to move forward to go for it. Not only the industry themselves, because for this mapping transformation, not only we look at the hardware, software for the company. Actually, the company also that industry also looking at the talent development, like you. You are the future. We look at the talent. We look at the talent that can support the industry. The ultimate ultimate goal is that how we all together we love the nationwide country. How to make Malaysia go for another level. It become the preferred location for most of the investor. That's why the Malaysia under the MITI, right? They're looking at the foreign direct investment. Many party of people, many Malaysians, they're doing very to work very hard to increase the economy of Malaysia. That's why you as a tenant for the future, you are very important. If you really please just Google, just try your best to understand, to attend some of the webinar, to attend some of the MOC platform, online learning platform, to really understand hardware, the software, the business model. Of course, whatever I talk here, just maybe about technology, but ultimate goal is how we're going to grow the economy. Okay, the company itself, how to make money as well. If the company cannot make money, the company can shut down. But of course, as a next country level, we try not to do that. The government not to do that, because the GDP growth of the country, it depends on the productivity and the performance of the industry. That's why the industry forward national policy on industry 4.0, they focus on the manufacturing as whole, right? Just for information, actually Malaysia very well known, very good in many industry, especially one of the industry that are doing very well is electrical and electronic industry, EE industry, beside the commodity industry. Okay, that's why the last year I would like to share with you the quote by the Charles Darwin. It's not the strongest of the species that survive, not the most intelligent, or the richest, but the one more responsible to change. Right? This is what happened now, not because you're not smart, not because what, but pandemic come in. Who are you? We are all same. Yeah, but we try to respond to any change. We try to follow the government instruction. This for distance, social distance, wear mask, sanitize, etc. Try to avoid. Of course, we must go for the vaccination to support, to try to make Malaysia achieve the how say, I don't know how to say, the overall vaccination for the country. And that's all for my sharing. Thank you. And before I end, right, I would like to thank you, Mr. Tan. Yeah, invite me to give a sharing to you all. I don't know who are you, but I assume some of you are parents, some of you are future students of UTA. Please think about the UTA, and we have many talent, lecturer, professor in UTA, as well as many talented staff like Stan here to take care of you. That's all for now. Thank you.